Hello and welcome to the 5th episode of Inspirational Monday. My name is Peetstar. The message for today, God is still on the throne. The book of Psalms chapter 47 and verse 8 confirms that God is still on the throne and He is on His throne forever. Why this message and why do I feel that God wants us to remember that He is on the throne forever? It's so that we may not lose focus of who He is and what He is able to do. That even in such a time, we can rely on God's goodness, we can rely on God's grace and mercy to take us through this season. If anything, we've seen throughout history, even in the Old Testament, how God came through for His people during hard times. And one such story is the story of the Israelites moving from Egypt to Canaan. And we saw how God was with them in the desert, providing for them manna and quail. And you can check that story in the book of Exodus, chapter 16. So it is important that if God was with them during that time, He is still with us today in such a crisis. And no crisis is permanent. We must remember that. So I hope you guys are taking care of yourself, sanitizing, limiting movements, and doing what the government is advising us to do, and even the World Health Organization. So even as you are indoors during such a time, may you not lose your faith. May you not lose focus of the fact that God is still on the throne and He's still able to provide. He's still able to take us through this crisis, and we need to believe because our faith is important. If anything, I hope that at the end of this crisis, our faith will not have fainted, but may it grow through such a crisis. We can seek God, we can pray about it, we can pray about this issue, and may God give you a personal testimony of how He's still on the throne through this crisis. That is my wish for you. Let us not have blind faith though. Let's do the necessary. Let's follow what the government is saying, the World Health Organization, so that also prevention is better than cure. So protect yourself and protect those that you love. And remember, God is still on the throne and He is able, and I believe that He's going to take us through this crisis, and you're going to come out of the other side better than we were when it began. That's my prayer for you. And so I hope God is going to give you a testimony that you can look back and say, during such a hard time, I experienced God in this way. He was able to do that for others. Pray that He may do it for you, and pray that may you experience His faithfulness, His power, His grace, and His favor, even during such a time. And we've seen how God has been able to come through for people. Why can't He do it for you? He can. So I hope that you seek Him. I hope that you grow, and I hope that you may get a testimony that God can and He's able to do what He says He can do, and He is who He says He is. So that's the message for today. God is still on the throne. Remember that. Do not lose your faith, and I pray that God gives you a testimony. My name is Peetstar. Thank you so much for joining me today on the 5th episode of Inspirational Monday. You know what to do. If this blessed you, drop a comment here. I won't mind if you share the video, and also remember to subscribe to my channel. I'll appreciate. God bless you. Take care.